Hi, good day, Penny. Hope everything is going well. Firstly, I would like to thank you for choosing our law firm for a legal advice. I think you have made a wise decision to discuss your future business plan for its business development. Since we have spoken about your sole proprietor fitness business, I have done some research into different types of business structures relevant in that industry and come up with recommendations suitable to your circumstances. As we know, fitness industry is noticing a remarkable growth in the number of personal trainers, wherein sole trading businesses and limited liability companies are identified as the most common business structure in fitness industry. However, there are many options available to you for structuring ownership legally. There are partnership, joint venture, and a company. Before continuing, I want to let you know that there are some primary factors that need to be considered, like rights and liabilities, their administration cost, advantages and disadvantages of each business structure. So let us discuss each one by one. At first, partnership. When two or more when two people or entities run a business and earn income jointly, let us see some of the rights and liabilities of partnership. Partners can have the right to participate in the management of the business unless agreed. Also, partners are jointly and severally liable in the business. For example, you as a partner are equally liable for the debts incurred by your friend who is a partner in the during the course of a business. Hence, you are jointly and severally liable for the debts incurred in the business. Coming to the administration cost, partnership is not associated with any such filing and registration cost unless there is a partnership agreement, because outlining a partnership agreement costs high for this business. Coming to the advantages of partnerships, it is easy and less expensive to set up than companies. It is simple to administer. There is a greater privacy in this particular business structure, meaning partners need not disclose the profits to the public, and partners share profits and losses according to their share in the business. Next is partners have unlimited liability, which is one of the greatest drawback of partnership, which is a disadvantage. Meaning, all partners are personally responsible for the debts incurred by the business. Therefore, unlimited liabilities limits the chances for business expansion, which is not suitable for a small proprietor in this industry. Besides partnership, there is an alternative to be chosen, which is joint venture. While there are many similarities between partnership and joint venture, it is really important to understand its distinct legal obligations. Each partner in joint venture has a separate interest and a separate share in the profits, which is quite complicated to understand its objectives and the role of each party in the business. Hence, this is not suitable for a small proprietor, particularly in fitness industry. Finally, a company, which is a separate legal entity that holds assets in its own name. There are two participants in a company, the shareholders and the director. Shareholders are the owners of the company who bring in capital into the business. Let us see some of the rights and liabilities of the company. Companies have the right to perform in anything like a ordinary person. company and an ordinary person, there is no difference. They are similar. Company has a right to enter into a contract. Company has a right to issue shares and debentures. Companies limited by shares have limited liability, which is also a benefit. Next, coming to the administration cost. Companies have a never-ending administration obligations. These costs are incurred throughout its life. Administration costs include accounting and audit fees, legal fees, filing and registration fees. Now let us see some of the advantages of a company. Shareholders have limited liability in a company, where they are limited to the debts of the company, and they ensure to run the company in management and ownership. They ensure continuous perpetual succession of the company, which is one of the advantage. Coming to the disadvantages of a company, companies are more costly and complex to set up, and they have a regulatory governing body. However, though it is a disadvantage, it is worth investing in a company for a small proprietor for this industry, particular industry. Though the disadvantage, it is complex and costly, they benefit later while investing into this business structure. Therefore, I strongly recommend my client Penny Gray to incorporate her sole proprietary business into a small proprietary limited company, because it is possible to have one director and one shareholder in this particular type of business structure, and it is also easy to set up, having one or two or more partnered owners. And these proprietary companies are intended to run a private business or a family business with a limit of 50 members or 50 shareholders. Thus, I would like to recommend my client to take up small proprietary limited company. And finally, the decision is yours. I would like to mention this: knowing and picking up the right business structure totally depends on the proprietary or proprietor of any business. So the decision is yours. Thank you.